it's Amanda again, your friendly Vayda product manager. In this video, we'll learn about one of the key elements of the Soil Plus program, the nutrient management plan. Vayda's nutrient management plans include annual nutrient testing for macro and micronutrients across each of your enrolled fields. Once testing is finished, we create fertilizer prescriptions for lime, phosphorus, potassium, and sulfur that show exactly how much product to apply and where to apply it so you don't over or under apply a key nutrient. Let's see what this looks like. Vayda breaks each field into sections and pulls a soil sample for each section. We then test that soil sample for over 15 different markers, including key micro and macronutrients. Then we display those test results on a map of the field so you can see exactly where you need more of a nutrient and where you have enough. In this case, I can see I do not have enough potassium on these orange and red areas of 2 of the 3 of my fields. Up at the top, we also list out the average, minimum, and maximum values for each field for potassium, for each nutrient. And then we highlight in red any of those when any of those values are below the generic threshold for that nutrient. In contrast, if I go look at magnesium, I actually have plenty of magnesium across all 3 of my fields. I can look at test results in depth for each of these markers using the drop down here. But if I want to figure out at a glance which fields have problems with certain nutrients, I can scroll up and use the Identify Problem Fields table. This table shows the minimum values for each nutrient across each field, and then colors in red any of the values that are below the generic threshold. So I can quickly identify which fields are low in multiple nutrients and which nutrients are low across many different fields. In this case, all 3 of my fields are low in phosphorus, potassium, zinc, and boron. This can help me narrow down where to go look at test results more specifically. A little lower down, I can also see the test results table and use that to compare the average, minimum, and maximum results for each nutrient, in this case across all fields. But if I want to look at a specific field, I can use the drop-down to switch to a specific field. Further up the page, I can see the prescription for this field. Vayda writes prescriptions for lime, potassium, phosphorus, and sulfur. We've written prescriptions for each raw nutrient. These are listed up at the top of each of these colored sections. Down below, we've also adapted the prescriptions for a few popular fertilizer products, so you can choose what you want to apply based on what makes the most sense for your farm. Just make sure you only apply 1 fertilizer product per nutrient. Now, these are variable rate prescriptions, so they assume that you will only apply what's needed for each part of the field. This is going to help you either save money by not over applying a nutrient. So in this case, the potassium and sulfur prescriptions are saving fertilizer over what a flat rate application would prescribe. Or it'll prevent you from under applying nutrients in areas where they're needed. In this case, for phosphorus, a flat rate application would have under applied the nutrient for this field. An important thing to note, our prescriptions are tailored for each field's next cash crop and type of irrigation. In this case, the prescription assumes we're going to plant soybeans next and have furrow irrigation on this field. If this changes, it's important to let your account manager know so that we can adjust the prescription for this field. We provide a summary of your prescriptions across all your fields and a map view that shows where to apply each nutrient back on that All Fields page. Let's switch to potassium. In this case, I can see how much potassium to apply across each of my fields up in this table at the top. Down below, I can also see exactly how much potassium to apply across each section of my fields, and then compare that prescription to the test results for potassium. When I'm ready to apply potassium to my fields, I can download the prescription files for each of the nutrients for all of my fields using this button up at the top. Once they're downloaded, I can use those prescription files with my application software. Once your plan has been created, we will send you an email or a text message to let you know it's ready, and then you can log into the Vayda portal to check it out. Because your plan is available on Vayda.ag, you can get to it at any time from any device. Your account manager will also set up time to review your plan with you and answer any questions you may have. Thanks for listening.